Welcome back to a new video, guys, and we're back in a familiar place, which is ALLOYFIX in Romford. Now if you've not seen the previous video, click in the top right hand corner now and you'll see that we actually refurbished the alloys on this car here, well, pretty much in this exact place as before. Now on this video we're going to be doing a few sort of modifications which have been long awaited for the Audi S5. Wait, just before we start the video, I'd just like to say a massive shout out to this week's sponsor, which is Squarespace. From websites to online stores to analytics and marketing, Squarespace is the all-in-one platform to build your beautiful online presence and run your business. Something cool I've noticed about Squarespace is that you can create really cool email campaigns. So when you're creating these email campaigns, you can engage with all your customers as well as staying and looking professional, because the emails actually match your logo, your products and even your blog posts. Now I think that's pretty cool. So head over to squarespace.com now to start your free trial, and when you're ready to launch your website, use the link in the description box below and you'll save yourself 10% off your first website or domain name. Right, back on with the video. So first thing, let's start off with the dechroming on the S5. Now you see it's already done in this clip, but I'm going to spin you back now to a past me where I actually dechromed the car on my driveway, and I'll show you guys sort of how it's done. So okay, here we are, and yes, at this part of the video it's still got just the dechromed part on the top, which is what I did when we wrapped the car. Now I'm going to show you sort of how I do it, and this is definitely not a how-to because, again, I've said it before, I'm not a rapper. If you guys wanted to attempt it at home, and if you do a good job, you can potentially save yourself a couple of £100 or so. So the best place to start is before we start doing anything on the car at all, is just to make sure it's clean and dry. So that is pretty crucial, because once you put the wrap on it, if there's a tiny bit which is wet, then it's just going to ruin the whole thing. If I find a link where you can buy it from, I'll put it in the description. If not, it's just like basically dechroming wrap. You'll be able to find it from somewhere. It's just black. I've cut this one to size just to do the door for now. A little sort of wrapping tool, you can buy these off eBay with like scalpels, and also one of these as well. This is all just part of the wrapping tools. This is used to like push in a bit of the wraps in part of the places that you can't get your fingers. So first step, oh, and also you're going to need a heat gun as well. So I like to stick this sort of almost flush with the bottom of the chrome trim, just because if you're going to get any overhang like that, you don't really want to be cutting along the wrap or your paintwork. Okay, so before I apply any heat at all, I'm just going to tuck all this wrap underneath the trim. So I'm just going to use the heat gun now just to sort of seat this in, and then because it will squash down onto the seal, I can see where the seal is, and then I'm going to cut just above it. Now there's a lot of excess on this, so just gonna cut along the seal. You've got to be careful not to press too hard so you damage anything underneath, but you'll get the hang of that the more you do. Now it's just a case of tucking it behind . Now it's time for the rear quarter. Now obviously I've gone to here because there is a join in the chrome here, so I've joined the top and I'm going to join this bottom off as well. That is like it on most Audis, I think, but I have run out of that tape, so I'm going to have to use a roll of black wrap, which I've got in the garage. I'm going to get to it. It's just going to be a time lapse, this one, so let's do it. done. Back to you, Matt. So there's the de-chroming done. It looks 10 times better, de-chromed. There's no chrome on the car now, apart from the front lip and the mirrors as well. Why we're here today is because we're going to do something a little bit special with the calipers. Now these guys have been pressuring me so bad that they want to do the wheels gloss black. Now let me know what you guys think in the comments box below, but I think I've actually been peer pressured into going with the wheels gloss black. So let's kick things off, let's get the wheels off this car and we'll start getting to work on the calipers and the wheels. So the car's got a full dust cover completely over the full car now to stop any overspray, because what we're going to be doing, we're going to be painting the calipers on, actually mounted on the car. Now there's probably going to be a few people in the comments who are going to be like, oh, you should take them off, powder coat and blah 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 blah. Well, I've came here, I'm getting my alloys done, and obviously I've got to leave the same day because I'm in Romford. But obviously these guys do offer a service where they take the caliper off, replace all the seals, the bleed nipples, the whole shebang, and powder coat them, and it would look the bee's knees. Well, for me, I've got to be in and out in one day, so we're going to mask the whole thing up, clean it up the best we can, mask everything to stop any overspray. We'll start attacking the calipers, eh? Stop the video right there. So a lot of you wonder, why do I always wear a Mercedes hat even though I'm working on Audis, BMWs? Well, this is the reason.
They got problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems I solve them. I run through the money, the pressure be calling. Left on my blessings, I feel like I'm falling. The birdie is back, tell me I'm garbage. I'm going through something, that's why I ain't calling. Phone and progression, it's all that I wanted. The phone and affection, I summon and dub it. Cause I got problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems.
So calipers are done, completed, and they look sick. You know what? A lot of people are saying, oh, you should have gone with blue calipers, but I just think yellow contrasts well with the blue. Now we're just waiting for the alloys to be powder coated, but it's not only that as well. There's another modification that you guys have been waiting for that we should have done probably a long time ago. That is wheel spacers. Now, we've gone for wheel spacers, I've got them in black. Obviously, you've seen the absolute tragicness of how skinny the car looks when on these standard wheels, where they just sit so far deep in the arches. Now, I hope I bought the right wheel spacers. I'm probably about to find out once the wheels are done, we put them on. I've gone for 25mm rear and... wait. No, I've gone for 20mm rear and 50mm front. Hopefully that's going to be enough. It seems quite big, but we'll find out. I've got longer extended wheel nuts as well. If I've got a link for it, I'll put it in the description box below, so if you have got an A5 which is in desperate need of wheel spacers, you can go and grab yourself some. We'll see what it looks like, but it's something that definitely needed doing.
Trippin' Aquafina, I'm sippin' 15, kept a weapon on me. Blow make digits, I'm on my business, stack chicken like what it's gon' be. Crew in the cut, hey, you want us, red run when I tell a peace. Love is love. Love is love. Adios.
So alloy wheels are completely gloss black now, they're finished off, but the deadest thing about this is I completely forgot about my centre cap. So I've ordered some gloss black centre cap, and you'll probably see them hopefully by the end of this video, but right now I'm just going to put these centre caps on, and I'll probably show you guys when it gets a little bit lighter when these alloy wheels go on. So let's fast forward now to daylight, and hopefully I've got black centre caps. What a difference the black wheels have made, and most of all the wheel spaces. It looks so much wider, and you know what, I was a bit unsure about the black wheels before we sort of went, but I think they were right to peer pressure me to get them done black. What do you guys think? I know there's going to be a few people in the comments. You need your front splitter black, you need your mirrors black. Maybe I'll do that, maybe I won't. Definitely the spacers has done a massive difference. So shout out to the guys at ALLOYFIX. I'll put a link to their Instagram in the description box below, or follow them on Instagram right here. If you are wanting to get any work done by ALLOYFIX, tell them I've sent you and use the code MAT10 and they'll give you a discount off any sort of alloy wheel refurbishments or repairs. Right, on to the next mod. Now a lot of you have been wanting to see a personalised number plate on the back. Well, sorry to anti-climax this, but it's not a personalised number plate. But what it is, a spiced up number plate. Now Project Velocity have sent me this plate. The Instagram is right here, and again I'll put another link to their Instagram in the section below. There's a lot of plugs in this. Now this guy's been making number plates since he got pulled out of the womb, and this is literally, check it out. I think the kids call them 4D number plates, but I think they're pretty cool. I'm going to stick it on. It's just going to add a little bit of extra spice to the S5, so let's get it on. Number plates on, now on to the next mod. Right, so when we changed the front bumper, obviously we still had the fog lights, and when the fog lights come on when I unlock the car, or whenever you put the fog lights on, you can see them sort of glowing behind the fog light grills. Now, a fellow subscriber, shout out to you, you actually sent me some fog light cancellers. Now these, they plug into the old fog lights, these plug into the old fog lights, and they just stop me from getting a light on the dashboard, and the car just thinks there's still a fog light plugged in. So shout out to you. I don't know who the hell has fog light cancellers lying around spare, but thanks for sending them out to me. Let's put them in. So spacers on the rear, spacers on the front, black alloys, yellow calipers, fog light cancellers, rear number plate, and we also have one more modification. And just like that guys, we're in Ultimate Dubs and there's going to be an announcement. Thank you. So, right. It's time. I was going to put this in another video, but I think I'm just going to put it all in one video. It might be quite long. Let's stop rambling, else it's going to be even longer. So I want to change the steering wheel on the S5. I thought, what better place to do it than at Ultimate Dubs? Let's go get the steering wheel and let's go fit it on. Right, so I've not gone for anything like too out of the ordinary. It's an Audi flat bottom steering wheel that you find in an S3 or Audi TT. Apparently these fit directly on, but we might have to do something with the airbag connector. Apparently just cut the tabs off or something like that. We're going to give it a go. First thing, safety first, let's disconnect the battery. So literally just made the most rookiest error ever. Disconnected all the battery, then realised I need to turn the ignition on so I can turn the steering wheel to unlock the bolts at the back. So I'm going to disconnect the battery when we come to removing the airbag. So first things first, let's turn the steering wheel that way. So at the back there's a T25 just in this little slot here. I don't know if you can see on the camera, but it's pretty much on most Audis. I mean the TT was exactly the same. So you just loosening this off, turn it that way, same on this side, and then out she comes. Yeah, turn it straight, disconnect the battery, and then we'll take the steering wheel off, because if I start taking it off when it's sideways, I'm going to put it back on sideways and it's just not going to happen. Right, before I go any further, I'm just going to check this connection because I can't see anything right now. So they do look different on here. As much as I don't advise this, we're going to be cutting the tabs around this off. So I'm going to get to it now. Right, I'm very sorry for the lack of lighting and more noise interruption, but I have now cut off the pins. Let's see, I've cut off the side of this airbag. This is probably going to be one of the riskiest moments in history at Ultimate Dubs. Plugging in an airbag, don't know if it's worth. If it goes boom, I'm going to blame it on Hannah. So let's plug this in and see how it goes. First step, steering wheel. So that is straight. Right, airbag time. Just like to say before connect this airbag, I don't condone this. It's not me actually doing this. I did message Audi Retrofits, but unfortunately I'm too impatient to wait. But they did send me an email to say that if you just cut the tabs off the side of the airbag connector and connect it in, it should work. Fingers crossed. If anything goes off right now, I'm so sorry to everyone here. It does look 10 times better on the plus note. Let's connect the battery up. Stay with me, stay with me. So, I've turned the car on, but we've got no horn and no buttons. Don't know why, because they're the same buttons off the other steering wheel. We may have to do a little switcheroo and see what happens, so I'll check back with you once we've done that. Bad news, the ugly ass steering wheel is back on. Well, it seems like the airbag works. There's no airbag light, which was weird, so it's almost like the airbag was work, but the buttons didn't work, even though they're the same buttons, but the connector is exactly the same. Whilst we're here at Ultimate Dubs, we'll probably go and have a little look around, see if anyone could help us, or maybe investigate, see what we're doing wrong. But for now, I'll probably end the video right here. We'll end the video on a fail, but all in all, we've got some good stuff done on the S5. Thanks for watching the video. Make sure you click subscribe, hit the thumbs up button. I'll see you next week.